They went
Well,
8-8 under 2-1. They switched to an 0-3, and
they might. Yeah, I feel like they should go for a 1-2 actually, because
Yeah.
their defensive ratings do support a 0-3 reading to some extent, but they also have enough of an offensive rating that they could afford to shift it over to offensive one. It looks like.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Harry, just gotta ask, how about Agundio? His only red spot is in his free throw percentage. Everything else is either white or green. So
He
he's
prays a lot.
And
maybe
Zach is
He's a
Zach
maybe
good
is
spread
little
some,
Catholic boy.
maybe spread some of those prayers to some of the team. Maybe.
well, Asia is also doing pretty well.
Yeah,
A
but
little
Yeah.
she
bit more
hasn't been
red,
doing.
but
I don't know. Like she's had a weird dip as the season has gone on. I've noticed. So
Sundos is also
Aisha
one of those always. I
Agundio.
think Sundos is currently the number 5 point guard in the league.
we have Sundos, DeHugo, Zach, Aggie, and Aisha who are all doing really well. We're still having trouble with the small forward slot and with backup for Aisha and Agundio, which is probably one of the reasons why we're having a little bit of trouble right now because Aisha's on the bench. Well, actually, no. Aisha got injured more recently. I don't know if she's been taken off of the D2D list yet, but either
She
way.
is still on day to day, which must mean. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Brad Challenger actually hasn't been doing too bad in where he is now. So there's that at least.
No.
Thankfully, this team doesn't have anyone with abysmally low 3 point percentages. There's some that's like a little bit low, like Danica Magnago could probably use a little bit of work on that, and that'll probably help her a lot.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll even put that on there because that's a starter.
Yeah.
And they are shooting a fair amount of threes.
Missed too much makeup.
St. Peter is another one that's like, yeah, if you boost her threes up a bit, she'll probably do a lot better.
Yeah.
This is a team that'll be very hard pressed to try and make playoffs. There are 3 games behind, so it's still doable, unlike Arizona. But
Yeah. And they've actually been trying shit. So
yeah,
Mhm.
you can see all the numbers all over this, but they've been experimenting, and good on them. Keep experimenting.
yeah.
Yeah.
The worst thing you can do at this point in the season is do nothing, because things can happen.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I noticed is that Edwin Griga's defensive rating actually is not that bad. I'm wondering if he could be bumped up to first to third bench, actually.
I
Possibly.
think that could actually be doable.
Well, who would he be? Griga's a forward, so he'd be placing St. Peter.
He'd probably be backing up Agundio, actually. If we're bumping him up to bench 1 through 3.
I know. I'm saying who would he be replacing? He'd be placing St. Peter.
Well, I remember his rookie season, he was more power forward focused, so he'd actually probably be replacing Agundio more than likely.
Yeah, but bench 1 through 3 in this recent engine thing or whatever it is. Bench 1 to 3 is basically your backup guys that are going to be coming right off the bench,
You're
like
saying
automatically
power
just
forward,
wrap
so
up
he'd
that.
be replacing Hedson.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking like on the start of it, because I know Luna starts sometimes. Shit,
No,
sorry.
Luna is currently their backup forward.
Okay.
I can maybe
Okay.
see him replace Hedman because he does
Yeah.
have a better offensive rating than Hedman and a better defensive rating. So
Yeah, that could
you
work.
can try that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely try that. Put that in the recommendation. Yeah, boost Danica and get her the right makeup.
However, even still, he needs a 66%, 60, well, round to 67 offensive rating is not okay.
Nope.
Griga would need a lot of help offensively,
Yeah.
which looks to be where's his offensive thing penalties. It might just be his offensive rating might just be the result of he's not shooting very often.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
been 6'7", so it'll probably actually his offensive rating will rise just by being moved up to bench 1 to 3 because he'll get more play time, so he'll be less prone to the whole reserve crutch.
Yep.
Doesn't mean don't skip boosting him, but I know we've been saying this a lot, but boost your backups.
Yeah.
PR. Wait, that shit don't matter there.
Yeah, Hedvin should probably be getting a little bit less play time. I think in earlier one we said move him up, but
that hasn't been working out too well.
So I guess move him back down.
Let's see.
Maybe move. Let's see. I'm trying to think here.
So did they
Maybe move
pick up just recently, Edwin, or was he picked up at the start of the season?
Edwin was picked up at the start of the season. Yeah. Hedman was traded for later.
Oh, okay. So it might have been a different team. We said either. Oh no, it's a different team that said either play Hedvin or do something with him, and then so they decided just trade him away. It's like, okay, that works.
Yeah. Yeah, they traded. Yeah, that was Tallahassee. And then Rebecca was just like, "Oh, this is really awkward. We just had the herd get celebrated last night."
I don't see anyone. Like I said, I don't see anyone really bad 3-point except for Edwin, but Edwin needs a lot of help.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's just down to boosting the bench and then swapping that there.
Maybe another potential swap. Maybe like Zach for Margot. I know that's not a big swap, but at the same time, maybe.
But Zach is one of their better players.
I know Zach's one of the better players, but currently, Keiko, or however you pronounce the Kitsune's name,
Akako?
Akako Tsubasa?
Yeah, Tsubasa. She's actually playing a lot better than Zach Plushpaw right now.
Yeah, I was trying to mention.
If you look at Akako's stats versus Zach's stats, Akako's slightly better, but at the same time, if you move Zach over to Margot's, you might see Zach playing a bit more and actually contributing a lot more to point wise and playing wise, getting more time.
Well, would you want Zach starting and then maybe leave Akako as the bench?
Probably, because
honestly,
I mean, Zach has been one of their
better... because then it's a matter of, okay, if we're talking, I don't think we quite need Kako's quite up to level being able to do the starting shooting guard.
Well,
so do we want Leonardo de Hugo or Zach Plushpaw as the starting shooting guard?
Who would be a better shooting guard? That's the question.
Actually, no. Margot is actually probably better off as a backup point guard because her PPR is like 6.8, and it's the second highest PPR on the team. So it's madness to assume that Margot would be a good swap for Zach Plushpaw, who is an entirely different animal altogether. No pun intended.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Margot and Zach are both on the bench together, and
happy accident.
Zach, I think, is only on the bench because of an injury.
Yeah, I think so too. Because if you notice, Zach has played more minutes than Leo. So I think Zach normally is the one who starts. I think it's sort of set up so that Zach and Leo tend to trade off
Actually,
in
no,
who
I don't know
starts.
why he's not there. Or is he maybe on day to day?
1 sec. Let me look at injuries real quick. I exited out of
No, I don't
injuries
know
earlier.
why he's not there. Why he's not there. His last injury, Zach Plushpaw was injured in December.
So maybe put Zach back in the starting lineup, maybe?
Possibly.
Might help out a little bit.
Because currently they have Aisha Melbourne's on a day-to-day.
Actually, Aisha got cleared recently and should be expected back,
today.
Well, actually, tomorrow. Well, actually, yeah, today. She should be expected back
today's
today.
game, but yeah, she technically should be cleared, expected back today. But they don't have any injuries to explain why Plushpaw is sitting at bench 4.
Right.
Or 5, but bench 4 5 is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, sitting at the number 10 spot, but yeah. I think that's all our notes for Lorraine, I think.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all we can really say about Lorraine.
They're doing the best they can with what they got, and Zenos is doing a good job despite his busy schedule and experimenting.
Yeah, he really is. So we need to give mad props to Bat for that.
Yeah, good props to Bat for at least... Good job, Bat.
Yay!
Our second to last one.
Dakota Bikers! Holy shit! Are we in a parallel reality or what?
However, I sort of feel sorry for them. I'm going to say this because they were at a steady thing. They were doing a 3-guard lineup and staying at a steady of winning like 1/3 of their games. We told them to make a change to their starting lineup. They did. Since then, they only won 1/4 of their games.
And Ryan Malone is down with a 15-day sprained foot paw injury and is missed 4 games so far.
Oh, that's gonna.
Well, that might also be a factor. They were 12 and 24 last assessment. Since then, they've gone 3-9. Currently 15 and 23. If they want to beat Seattle, they can only the expected pace is they can only lose 3 more games the rest of the season. They can only lose an expected 6 games if they want to have any chance of beating Winnipeg. They are 9 games behind Winnipeg and 11 games behind Seattle.
Okay, they did return Catherine back to the starting line. Okay.
So this is a team that's pretty much almost, this team is out.
I just gotta say, Ryan Malone is hopping mad about that.
I will bet. He stayed in the league to give the middle finger to the little bunny, and he's ending his career on just as low a note as he did. Funny how that works.
I think Buck's probably sitting at his career farm watching Ryan Malone just be all pissed off and be like, "Don't mess with my lucky rabbit feet; they will jinx you."
So in the once in the blue moon chance that they can actually get back into playoff contention, what do?
Move forward.
They have an empty roster. No, wait, they
don't. Yeah, they need. They
need to trade for a forward or big because one of the comments I made, they did change that, but it isn't helping too much. But that might also be because one of their star players got injured. Else, if you look at the PER, okay, you have Catherine DeMille, one of the best point guards in the league. 28 PR. Dylan Redfield, who is the only... Let's get him we'll go back to him in a second. Elisa Lawless, who actually has the highest steal rate in the league. And I think also one of the top stealers in the league, too.
Yeah.
Elisa Lawless is the number 4 steals, the highest steal rate. PR 29. Chris Fool, another guard, PR 22. Matthew Silvius, a swing, 26. Ryan Malone, 26.
All the rest are
the only one of these that is not a swing or a guard, 23. Who else is over 15?
Well, ASI Second Set comes close, but he's still